Greensboro is not like a separate town. It's a common town with Beltsy. It's a one community, one life, one people. So it's very, very, like, I can find the word to explain it. If 7 years ago Greensboro didn't come to Moldova, Jewish community in Beltsy was nothing.
When I mentioned to people I was going to Moldova in Greensboro, they didn't know what it was or where it is.
Бельтси, наверное, являлся всю жизнь еврейским городом. Более 50% жителей города были евреями. Каких-то неплохих условий жизни, свободы.
Whatever Jewish spirit was left after the Holocaust was really depleted and crushed out and taken out by the years of the communist regime.
To me, it was totally amazing to come upon a community that wanted to reestablish its Jewish roots.
In 2001, I, who was born in the former Soviet Union, had never been back there. And so, of course, it really kind of charged me up about this possibility of living in a community, meaning Greensboro, that has another meaningful relationship with a community in the former Soviet Union.
Я вчера вам говорила, что самое большое достоинство, самый большой итог нашей совместной дружбы с Гринсборо, это была Федерация Гринсборо. Здесь очень хорошо идут все программы.
It's really wonderful to see what we've done, or what they have done here with the community center. When we dedicated it 2 years ago, all that was in this room was the Tree of Life, which they designed to thank the donors who are part of what we've done. And here we see it full of Jewish books and bookshelves, a piano. It's obviously a major source of life and activity in the Jewish community here, which makes it so very special to see, because that's what we wanted to see, is a place where they could have their renewal and renaissance. And there are children in the other room having a class. There are adults in another room doing an incredible decoupage art project. And it's warm and fuzzy almost to see the incredible things that they have done with the little we gave.
The space that the JCC has provided, that building as a JCC has provided them, it has created community.
Поэтому основной целью работы нашей GCC является возрождение еврейского самосознания.
This is a library they're very proud of. It's a unique library. There is no other library like this in its entire city.
Возможность получить такую библиотеку нам дали вы, Гринсборо.
One thing that sticks out of my head was when we had Shabbat dinner with the older people. This is where my great-grandparents came from. And this would be what they were speaking. Like, they were speaking Yiddish to each other, and my great-grandparents spoke Yiddish. And they would look like these guys look like, and sound, and just kind of behave. And their culture would be kind of my great-grandparents' culture also. And so that made me feel connected. Like, it easily could have been us still living here.
I understand very, very little of the Russian, and probably not much more of the Hebrew, to be frank. Yet there was this terrific bond where we felt naturally comfortable and very connected. It didn't matter that I didn't understand what was being said, but I did understand what was being felt.
Когда спонсор приходит с верой в душе, а широко сердце благотворить, значит, жива доброта на земле. Хочется дальше верить и жить.
нас отражает вот еврейскую культуру, в которой заложена помощь и не оставлять человека в беде, когда сложно, когда человек нуждается.
The home visits that I've been on are people who don't have a lot of income, and if it wasn't for Hesed, I really don't know what they would do.
I have my own bedroom and I have a kitchen. I can go get my breakfast or snack, and that these people, they don't even, like, we went to this one apartment and it was just one room and they don't even have a kitchen where they can go get snack. They all have to sleep and eat and stay in the same room together.
Wow, we have good news. The doctor says that he is almost perfectly fine. So he can engage in some kinds of sport, which he couldn't even walk.
Daniel, our last home visit, you know, he said he liked swimming, and I thought about how, like, I have a swimming pool. So that made me feel kind of lucky. Really, really lucky.
My involvement is in some ways very personal because I was born in the Ukraine, and a community that before the Second World War had 25,000 Jews in it, and after the war only had 100 Jews left.
И часть наступающих немецких частей вошло в Бессарабию.
22 числа, когда началась война, в первый же день бомбили наш город.
Что из себя представлял этот марш? Это колонну людей гнали в сторону Днестра.
Всю дорогу бомбили. 10 человек лежат рядом, 5-6 поднимаются.
Молдова, земля Бессарабии. Неизвестно, с чем больше полито, дождями или еврейской кровью.
One of the first things that they asked if we could help them with was to restore their cemetery, because we as Jews have an obligation to our past generations to take care of the graves of our ancestors.
И вот эту большую часть вот сейчас видно кладбище насквозь. Оно было заросшим полностью.
What a difference. So I remember when we came, you couldn't even get down between, even just off this main path, you couldn't get anywhere in between any of the graves. And we came here with a member of the congregation who was born here, and she was trying to find some of her family, and you couldn't get to find them. You couldn't get between any of the graves and any of the sites because it was so overgrown.
This is the cleanest the cemetery has ever looked.
Гринсборо, потому что к нам приходят деньги
на
благоустройство кладбища.
Basically, while standing on one foot, al regel echad, we teach them like everything we can possibly pack into a 7-day period.
Right now we're preparing for the greeting of the campers when they get here.
They wait for this week, they're preparing, they are so creative, they prepare poems, songs.
It's great, I love it. I have been working for 4 years as a madriha and have been going to camp since I was probably 7. So I love it. I think it gives great hope for people who are from Beltsy because they're looking forward for every camp every year, and it is the best vacation of the year.
My first camp, very excited.
Встретиться, чтобы встретить своих друзей, встретиться с вами, повидаться и отдохнуть.
I'm in charge of the knitting group with body language, or some people who speak English, and then with our madricha who speaks English.
I think the creativity is in there. It's just like you just let it out, it explodes.
Боже, Бог отцов наших помоги, я не знаю, что мне делать дальше, Боже, Бог
отцов наших помоги. Я не знаю, что мне делать дальше больше. Бог отцов наших помоги.
These are not, oh, the poor Moldovans. It's not what it's about at all. These people are alive, they are full of culture, they are full of... It's amazing. And for us, really, I think I'm getting so much more out of it. So much more out of it because I'm learning from them.
So we're making challahs for tomorrow and for Shabbat.
It's the first time we're making them. So that's why we're very uncertain, like how to start, where to start. But together, like with some cooperation, we figured it out, as you can see. They're beautiful right now.
Я не могла этого высказывать. Я старалась это скрыть, потому что не было такой свободы, как вот сейчас, как мы вот сейчас чувствуем себя свободно. Вообще стало свободнее, и у нас и в Молдавии тоже стало свободнее.
The most important goal that we was putting is to make people, to back people to Judaism more, one step more, one step more.
My name is Dim. I have 10. I very like this camp because here are my friends. He is the good, very good.
Many people, they don't get a chance to go to a Sunday school or to just a regular Jewish school. And here we do really learn about traditions, about prayers, and why do we do this? Why do we say prayer before we eat? Why do we say prayer before, after we eat?
Водная молитва, которые раньше вообще прятались, где-то подпольно проводились. Занимаемся именно в нашем городе и возрождаем традиции еврейского народа. Приезжают к нам вот из Бельтсы по изучению иврита. Мы сами проводим все праздники традиционные, и Суккот, и Рош ха-Шана.
Самое главное, чтобы они всегда гордились своими родителями, своими корнями.
I just came up with the idea to give everyone a rock from Israel because, well, for one, it's free, and two, it's it's something special for everyone to have. And I told them that the promise that you're supposed to make when you take a rock from Masada. When I took my first rock from Masada, my teacher told me one thing: to do your best to make a promise to bring it back. So I hope that all of you will one day have the chance to take your rock back to Masada.
This is part of history about strong people
who lived in ancient times.
Many thanks.
It's very good. Everyone seems to like it, and no one's gotten hurt or stuck their hand to their face yet, so it's good. Good morning, everyone. My fingers are stuck together. Here at the bikini contest, we just had the tightest swimsuit and the hairiest competition.
And we are looking for the most bodacious, which was very controversial in our Madrachim meeting last night. Much discussion as to whether or not this should happen. We are looking for the person who has the most freckles, and we are looking for the person with the best tan. We are Moldovan idols.
mitzvahs, we do weddings, we teach them how to bless their children and how to make challah and how to observe Shabbat. Anything and everything we can kind of cram into a 7-day session.
Потому что евреи делают батмицву, там как бы
Because all Hebrew take this process.
יד. 613 מצוות שאדם צריך לעשות.
אחד, העיל אחד, כבשים בני שנה.
שנה.
As you know, I made the tallies. When I first was starting them, I was wondering, who are these going to? What type of girls are going to receive these tallies? And I'm just really happy that all three of you got these tallies because you all seem like wonderful people.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher בחר banu mכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tachenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Will you come back next year?
Yes. I want to make bat mitzvah.
Why?
I don't know why.
You can say in Russian too, if that was easier.
Мне вот хочется стать уже взрослой.
Ну, мы как дань, тоже традиция. Так что нам близка просто эта религия иудейская.
It's so beautiful.
Jews came from over here and they started assimilating into the American culture, and a lot of things were lost with that, and how when the Nazis came here, a lot of people died, and a lot of the traditions and the culture was lost. And so in both the United States and Moldova, people are trying to regain like their Jewish traditions.
Coming back to on the march, as well as coming to Moldova, gives me a chance to reconnect with where my people come from.